Fireside Storytime with William is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Welcome back to Fireside Storytime with William, my friends. Where our morals here are just about as real as this accent I'm speaking in right now. Meaning they're very real, and you should always listen to what it has to say. Let's begin. Today's story takes place on the lost world of Earth, however, before it was lost. You see, my friends, there is a good chance you may have heard the legendary name of Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is what you'd call a YouTuber. He filmed videos of himself wasting millions of dollars, and then he would upload those videos to a platform called YouTube. One thing you might not have known about Mr. Beast is that Mr. Beast could secretly predict the future, and he could see that before 2020 was over, the world would somehow end. So in attempts to save the world, he tried to plant 20 million trees in order to restore a good chunk of the trees we'd lost from various forests. It didn't matter though, the world was still inevitably destined to end, and so it did. So moral of the story, it doesn't matter how many trees famous YouTubers plant, always try and one-up them and plant one more. Lost my page. Moving on to our next story. Our next story concerns a certain fat old man who breaks and enters homes once a year. You all know him, you all love him. Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks, we don't discriminate here. Please welcome to the show, the one and only Santa Claus. How are we doing tonight, Santa? Can I call you Santa, by the way?
Ho ho ho, I've been doing just fine this year, William. How have you been? Have you been good this year?
Well, I sure hope so, because for the past 5 years I have been wishing for a brand new...
I'm gonna be blunt here, Willie. I got about 2 billion more toys left to build, and I'm running very short on time. As much as I love this whole Christmas gig, I don't. This whole thing was my wife's idea from the start, and she will not shut up about the kids' joy and happiness. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here knowing that about 100 more years of this gig is ultimately going to leave us in financial and moral ruin, where we will spend the rest of our insignificant lives picking up the pieces of our former selves. So I just have to ask, why did you want me on the show again?
You're Santa. And we could use a small boost in viewers.
It was nice talking to you, Willie.
No, wait. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Fireside Storytime with William, where our morals are just about as real as this accent I'm speaking in right now. Good night. Good night. Good night. Well, that was fun. Christmas is in 2 weeks. Two weeks. Only got one more video until Christmas. God, this year sucks. Couldn't even give me enough time to fully appreciate and enjoy Christmas time. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this YouTube video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a good old like down below. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, turn on post notifications. But yeah, guys, one more video and then it's Christmas week. Next week's video will be the last video before Christmas. The video after that one is on December 26th. And at that point, Christmas will be over and my life will be ruined. Also, it's 2020 and, Godzilla could come crashing out of the world any minute now, but, let's not think about that. That's week. You're weak. But yeah, that's it. See you next week.